Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody's getting it for you. What's good on, people? Woo, what's going on, people? It's a day of a day, another day we call Monday. Anyway, that being said, what's going on, people? Oh, things have just been going crazy. I don't know what's going on with my numbers in reference to YouTube line, and I've clicked off my page. I went back to my page, and then it says one view, and I actually went on there 3 times, and it only said one view. And once upon a time, another girl was telling me, she says, Raven, something wrong with your view count on YouTube. She said, I don't get it. But anyway, that being said, I really don't care. You know, I just want to throw it out there because I noticed it before. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you in reference to, well, I know I've been going through a lot of changes and stuff like that. You know, it's funny within me, when a guy is trying to get with me and stuff like that, I don't trust men. I know I have trust issues. You know it, I know it. I'm not the most best person to get advice from. I'm a work in progress, but you already know I'm a big mess. I already said that. And, you know, I balance my life like I try to balance my head. And, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, so I went on to the store and stuff like that, you know, because I had to go buy me something to eat and stuff like that, you know, and to be honest, I really haven't been buying, you know, too much meats and stuff. So I'm in the store and everything, and you know, the grocery store gonna get me some meats and some stuff, you know, so it is what it is. And I'm inside the store, and you ever go to the meat section of the store, and you look at all the meats, the chickens, the steaks, the pork chops, the ribs, whatever the case may be, you understand my point, meat. And you ever look at it differently, and I say this in reference to, you ever look at the meat and stuff like that, and you see blood like coming out of there, and you know, blood coming out of, you know, the meat that's a frozen blood, and blood comes out the chicken, and blood, you know, you see blood, there's tricks of blood, so when you get home, you see blood and stuff. You know, it's funny because you ever really look at what you're actually doing. You're eating something that's dead. You know, there's blood and stuff like that, you know, and you know, mother loves a good piece of meat. But then I looked at it a little differently this time. You know, I've been looking at it for a while, but I haven't, you know, really talked about it because I'm not trying to tell anybody, you know, to stop eating meat because, you know, you do what you want to do because I still eat meat, so. And you're looking at this meat and you say, oh my God, I'm gonna fry my chicken, I'm gonna fry my ribs, I'm gonna fry my steak, and you clean up the package and you know, you soak it and you wash all that oil, not oil, but the blood out of it and stuff, and you're thinking to yourself, you actually have something in your hand that's dead, that was once alive. This is dead inside of your house. You have put a dead spirit into your home. Now you're saying, well, this is just meat, stuff like that, I'm gonna eat it, stuff like that. And that's a wonderful thing, so I thought. And I'm not saying, you know, don't eat meat no more. This is not what I'm saying, but you actually have a dead spirit in your house. You know what, to me it's almost like having a dead person in your house, and you're like touching and feeling it and they're dead and stuff. And you know that you're about to, well, I'm going to say that, well, it is like a dead person to me. Just my opinion. You don't have to listen. But this is a dead animal, you know, like the little dogs and the little cats and shit you see running. This is a dead animal that did not want to die. And you have this blood in your hand, and you wash it and you clean this up. I'm going to batter this all and I'm going to eat it. Do you ever think that that animal did not want to die? Now, I'm not trying to get geographic and stuff like that all crazy on you, but do you ever think that we all get sicknesses and stuff like that, and you know, I get sick, you get sick, we catch cold, you know, stuff like that. Some people get diabetes, some people get cancer, some people get kidney disease, you know, so many diseases. Do you honestly think that these animals that are dead went to, well, should have some type of veterinarian, you know, as far as taking care of the animal's health, that these farmers or these merchandisers of you know, who's killing these animals, take these animals and do blood tests on them to make sure you don't have cancer, to make sure you don't have diabetes, to make sure you don't have Lyme disease, all these type of things and stuff like that. I understand, you know, they try to say they catch it, but do you honestly think that they catch all of it? Do you honestly think that when they do say people do not eat certain things, that they don't just push some through because they got to make their money at the end of the day? Because if they take everything off the shelf and send it back, their profit again will go down. And it's funny because I'm thinking, you know, the world is built, if you ever notice right about now, you don't hear too, I mean, you hear a little bit about AIDS, you hear a little about liver disease, but all you hear about is cancer. Cancer hospital for this. Women are getting breast cancer. Men are getting cancer. Cancer, cancer, cancer. And to me, I kept saying, well, where's this, you know, somewhere the source, this has to be coming from somewhere. Where else could it possibly be? Either in the water or the food. Now, you're thinking of that animal that, you know, that you fry, that you cook it all up, make sure it's dead. That blood in that animal is now going into your body. So now the same spirit and the same blood and the same sadness or the depression and hurt and whatever it was feeling, because animals have feelings as well. I know people say, oh, no, they don't, they're not, you know, but they do. All that depressed spirit, everything is now in your system. Now you're pushing through and it's going through, and you're like, oh my God, it was good and stuff like that, but that blood from that animal is not for you. And I know we were talking about, well, you know, if somebody get AIDS, stuff like that, you know, don't let the blood get all on you, or, you know, use protection and stuff like that, because it's the blood inside of this semen, it's the blood in this. But what about the blood in that animal that's now in your body, that's circulating, that now could be building up in some type of cells inside of your body that you're about to transfer over to someone else? But it's not being talked about. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't heard nothing about it. But I'm just saying, you know, and I would say, you know, so I can look at it, I said, where's this blood going? You know, and it's always funny because I always look at it and that smell. You know, if you ever take meat and you wash it and, you know, you take it out on crates and you know, you put it inside the bag because you want the house to smell. But that smell is like death in your house. That's a dead spirit in your house. That's going in your body. That you're going to feed your kids and your family. It's just something to think about, you know, and I know people are like, well, I'm going to fry me some chicken, and this whole conversation that made me hungry, I'm giving something to eat. Well, go get something to eat. But to every answer, there's a solution. But if you ever looked at meat and stuff like that, it is actually dead. It's a dead spirit that's now circulating your body that can be doing so many different things, and you don't even know about it. You may be getting diabetes, cancer. There's so many diseases out here, I'm not even going to go through all of them. But it's just something food for thought to think about when you put that chicken in your mouth and you're watching that blood, you know, when you fry chicken, the blood is coming about it. This is blood of a dead spirit that is now in your house. Anyway, that being said, and now in your body. And some of you say, well, I'll just take a laxative and shit it out, but that don't mean it's leaving. That don't mean it left. You know, it's in your blood. Anyway, that being said, just something to think about. You know, I'm always trying to figure out different things and stuff like that because I'm a work in progress, which you already know. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there and stuff like that because I never talked about it, but it always bothered me. And I want to know how you feel about it when you see meat. And I'm not saying don't eat meat no more. You know, I'm telling you not to do. That's not what I'm saying. You do what you want to do. You're going to do what you want to do anyway. I just want to know, how do you ever feel about it? No, people say, well, you use salt on it. Just because you put seasoning on it don't mean that the dead spirit that's going in your mouth is dead. And when I say dead, I mean the spirit of the dead animal. If it was really sad, you may be suffering with sadness. I always say you reap what you sow. Anyway, that being said, I want to hear how you feel about this, and you know, maybe you may tell me something I didn't know because I'm not perfect. I don't know everything, so maybe you might give me some feedback or something you may know, or maybe you be like, well, you know, Raven, I thought about the same thing. Anyway, I want to say hello on the people, boom. I want to say hello people, bam. And I want to thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. I want you to do you. I want you to do you the best way you can. And if nobody don't like it, then fuck them.